Eminem's the person who keeps the lights on in here.
Eminem has earned $1 billion for Universal.
Oh no.
Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover as we got an update on the story we covered a while back after news hit the web that rapper Cameron was suing J. Cole.
Hey bro, come on now, dawg.
And on Eminem we got a shocking revelation. I mean shocking to those who would find this as new information since they forget that this is the music business after all. So this was a shocking revelation on Eminem from Will.i.am, who highlighted the importance of certain artists in the label. And we also got to hear from Tony Yayo, who went off on hip-hop heads for refusing to give Eminem his due credit. And starting with Cameron, he went into detail on why he sued J. Cole.
Me and J. Cole are cool, or was cool. This is exactly what happened. Being a man is keeping your word. And I know everybody's busy and everybody has things to do. But if I give you my word 4 or 5 times, I got to do it. So on his first project he did, I did an intro for him. I did the record for him for his intro. I told him I may need a verse whenever I get a project done. He said, cool. He had another project. I did a record in 20 minutes. I knocked that shit out and went off about my business. I need a verse. I'm exaggerating, but he's like shock rain right now. And, you know, the moon got aligned with the stars. And, you know, when I write, I put my all into it. Okay, let's put your all into it then. You know what I'm saying?
Word, give me that
you
verse.
called me twice to do something, and I did it. One day you have 48 hours to do it. Then I knocked the other thing out as soon as I came to New York, because you ain't want to send me a record, you want to be in the studio with me. I knocked it out. Cool, you don't give me the record. Then I say, you know what, forget the record. Let's do an interview. Bet I got you. I got a project coming out in June. Let's do it around there. Cool, June is coming. Oh, we pushed the album back. I don't want to just do an interview. All right, cool. Now we're going to do it in October. All right, I'll call you back in October. Yo, what's up? Oh, man, killer. You say, I tell you October. You call October, huh? Yeah. So now this is when all the beef is going on with Kendrick Lamar. I can't do it now because I don't feel like talking about that right now. I said, look, I'll do the interview. I won't even bring that up. He says, nah, I can't do no interview and not talk about it. All right, well, when can I get the interview? Yo, February, definite. February, I'm dead ass on February. February come. Yo, what's up? Oh, shit. Yo, I'm still working, man.
Fuck this kid! Fuck you!
Being a man is keeping your word.
I see what you did there.
So you saying
he's not a man?
And of course, this sparked split reactions, as some were using this to throw jabs at Cole. J. Cole took the loyalty out of his lyrics and replaced it with industry silence. Real ones keep their word, even when the cameras are off. And boy, all Cole did was run away from Kendrick, and people act like he murdered a person. Every day, there's a new story exposing the fraud that he is.
The punishment should fit the crime.
this is too much?
But to be honest, even Cameron is getting called out. Cole had his own schedule. This is a moment in his career where he needs to be as intricate as possible. He's not gonna be all over the place right now, disappointed in Cameron. And let's just say that things are gonna get chaotic on the 6th of February, and I wouldn't be surprised if Cole's album release sparks another round of heated hip-hop beef. But what are your thoughts? And we got to hear from Tony Yayo on how Eminem won him over by cooking up Jay-Z on Renegade.
So then they go, all right, we're going to watch the Grammys. Everybody's cool with that.
Yeah.
Spanish dudes are cool with it.
Yeah, everybody's cool.
Happens. At this point, they know you're Yayo or not?
Yeah, they know I'm Yayo.
Okay, so then when they see the shirt, is there like a cool kind of recognition that's happening?
Of course.
Everybody's excited for you?
Yeah, like, oh shit, yo, oh, that's good shit, that's crazy, Eminem. That's crazy, because you gotta remember, a lot of dudes in the hood will be like, yo, we don't listen to Eminem in the car. We don't listen to Eminem, we're gonna put Jay-Z or somebody else over him, right? Yeah. But for me, when I heard Renegade, to me, that's like Eminem's classic verse. To me, that's what gave him the hood to me before I knew him. So that gave him the hood recognition, because to me, him and M, who you think won that battle on there?
No question.
Say
no
it.
comments. All right.
But Jay-Z, so just say what you...
Jay-Z won. He won that.
I disagree.
Yeah, so does he.
I gotta disagree with you.
Okay, it's just one verse. It's one verse.
When he starts being honest about Banks versus Fab, then
So
I'll
I'm
be
not.
honest.
So what's not to be honest on that?
I'm just saying, Fab is better than Banks.
Yo, you know what Banks would say? You got your nails painted. You can't give an opinion. His nails is painted, giving opinions on hip hop. So your Banks Fab thing is not valid. Once you take those off, maybe. But on Renegade, I felt like for Eminem to be a new rapper, and Jay was established, it was debatable. Can't say it's not debatable.
Oh, it's absolutely debatable.
He got the hood. Because I know when I was in the car still selling drugs and moving around, and I heard that, and I didn't know who Eminem or never met Jay or nobody in the rap game. I was in the car, and I was like, damn, who the fuck is that? Yeah. I got a lion in my pocket. I'm lying. I got the iron in my... Come on, bro. He just don't want to give it up.
You think that
Because they don't want to give it to the white boy.
Exactly.
I think it's like a black hockey player. It's the same thing.
Maybe. Yeah.
You know, hated us. Everybody hated us when we signed with M, but M did the most for us. So people would be like, yo, Eminem is this, he's racist, he's that, he's fucked up, he's this kind of person. But he put us on.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, damn, this shit is, like, we got on repeatedly. That's why G-Unit is still an overseas brand. We could still go overseas. Like, I went on my own tour, Swiss Alps, Germany, Luxembourg, myself, because of Eminem.
Wow.
50, still touring, 103 dates. They got to book him 2 times because he's selling out the arena past the capacity.
Yeah.
It's 20 years later. It's 20 years later.
Give it up for the white
nobody
boy.
wants to give me
Eminem's
props.
in my
Why?
top 5.
Because a white boy put us on and everybody's scared to say it.
Really?
It's like a black hockey player. 50, get rich or die trying. It's like 25 years later.
Yeah,
he does
can't.
more shows than anybody.
No, you can't.
Your favorite rapper can't get a Live Nation contract.
Come on,
Your
Yayo.
favorite
Jay-Z.
rap.
Come on, Yayo.
Your favorite rap. She
Jay-Z.
can with Beyonce and everybody else.
No.
Eminem could turn down 8 million, bro.
Yes.
You done seen that. Eminem turned down tours, bro. They'll be like, yo, we give you 300 million, 400 million. Nah, I don't want to do that.
Now, just to repeat it for those in the back, Tony Yayo pretty much insinuated that Jay would need Beyonce to pull off what 50 Cent did with the Final Lap tour internationally. And personally, I believe that there's enough evidence right now that suggests that Tony Yayo is onto something with those comments. Without Beyonce by his side, he's not replicating what 50 Cent did with the Final Lap tour internationally. But hey, that's an advantage he's got because that's his wife at the end of the day. And users were quick to spot the fact that Yayo was out here rapping lyrics from Dead Wrong. Yayo is my boy, but he came out with the Dead Wrong lyrics, not Renegade, laughing emoji. But as far as loyalty goes, imagine what Game could have achieved if he was this loyal to the likes of Dre and 50 Cent, and Yayo didn't hold back in that interview.
I would want Jay's career over 50's.
You're on drugs. Don't ever listen to this.
I'm just saying. Fab is better than Banks.
Yo, you know what Banks would say? You got your nails painted. You can't give an opinion.
He was just saying that he thinks that Eminem's overrated.
He was talking crazy. Look at show him the nails. Show him. Okay, you take his opinion.
Old head, man.
You know, the Diddy party, nigga gonna be dancing.
Nah.
Did you think about taking off the nails for today?
Nah, I didn't, but I wish I did. What are y'all going to talk about on the pod?
What are you talking about right now?
It's like you with painted nails and opinions. I do like violent movies. I do want to watch Scarface. I do want to watch Training Day.
Same.
I do want to watch Menace Society. You might want to watch a Tyler Perry movie. Some laid back and some Christmas special.
Yo, come on.
Yayo refuses to live in a world where someone loves you.
And we got Will.i.am out here spilling when it comes to the music business what a lot of music fans seem to forget, that their favorite albums weren't produced for free.
Eminem's the person who keeps the lights on in here. I'm like, what do you mean keep the lights on? I never heard that terminology. He was like, you know, keep the lights on. It's what keeps this whole thing running. He sold so many records that everyone's able to have a career. And I learned that at Interscope because I think his name was Mojo or Jomo. What's the guy's name?
Mojo, like from when you signed, like that time? Yeah. Mojo was Steve Rifkin's right hand. Yeah,
so Mojo. One day, Mojo comes up to me, what up, Mojo? Thank you so much for this nugget of information. Because it was around the time when we were threatened of getting dropped. Like, hey, because everybody was getting dropped at the time. J5, I think the Roots, Slum Village, there's a lot of folks getting dropped. And Mojo was like, the reason why you're able to make records because Eminem keeps the lights on in here. I'm like, what? He was like, Eminem's keeping the lights on. Will, you got what it takes to keep the lights on. I'm like, wait, say that again, Mojo. And that information, Eminem keeps the lights on, and you should be able to keep the lights on too. You write, you produce. That's all I needed to hear.
Wow.
Not like, yo, you need to make me a hit. I need a hit. Just, you should be part of the fabric on how all these lights are on. It's a different freaking mentality. That everyone's able to have a career. Even you, who haven't sold records, but you're able to sell records because he's keeping the lights on. I'm like, just from a battle perspective.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's competitive.
Because I wanted to keep the lights on.
Now imagine if Eminem's Slim Shady LP turned out to be a flop. Imagine if the label went under and how that would have affected the other Interscope artists. And this has sparked reactions like, Eminem is Interscope's biggest artist, but what bothers me is that they don't treat him like that. The promo of his last 3 to 4 projects post-release is underwhelming. And also, where are the RIAA updates? It's been like 4 years since the last one. And truth be told, sometimes I believe Eminem wants it this way, and that would mean he's to blame in some way, but we don't know for sure. But I'm making this assumption because you could barely get him to leave the house for anything. So imagine if they suggested that he goes on a popular show to promote his new album. Based on what we know, they would get a resounding no from the man. But the user has kept going. Interscope needs a reminder of this because they've paid him dust and dirt for promo these last 10 years. Like Houdini would have easily been Billboard #1 had those dumb motherfuckers sent it to freaking radio. It outsold every other track by heaps, but was almost #1 with no label support at all. And business-wise, this is true to an extent. Eminem is the reason so many people had and still have careers in the music industry. GOAT. And here's some context for what Eminem brought to the table to support the label.
The kid that brought me Eminem could not have been lower on the totem pole. He was 18 years old. He was filling in for my assistant. He was an intern for the summer. He wasn't getting paid. He walked over to me and said, you know what? I saw this white rapper. And at the time, that was an oxymoron. There was no such thing as a white rapper. Nobody wanted a white rapper. No one thought that. Vanilla Ice ruined it for everybody for life, right? And I said, you know what? I said to the kid, I'll tell you what, somebody gave me a shot when I was your age. I said, if you get me that CD, I will give it to Dr. Dre. He gave me the CD, and Eminem has earned $1 billion for Universal.
And speaking on Jimmy Iovine, let's just say he's not a huge fan of the streaming era of music.
License is out. It's so, you could prove it, because if you look at those deals are reflective of the iTunes download market, 70-30. That was the same business as the download market. So they just copied that, which is not a great bit model for that. Why? Because you have not enough money in the streaming service in order for it to really live. So they got to now go out and find different versions of revenue, right? And they pay 70% or whatever it is now, 72%, 70-60. I don't know what the negotiations have been since then. And structured in a really odd way because, let's say, for example, you're married, you have 2 kids, and you have a family plan. And you and your wife play The Clash, The Police, etc. But your kids play Drake and Kendrick Lamar all day. Most of the money from your house goes to Drake and Kendrick Lamar. What you're hearing about is that the artists are like, they used to be able to earn a living like that. But now, unless you're in that top chunk of heavy streaming, the money is not really meaningful. So that's a problem they have to fix. There's no question about that. But there's a lot wrong with streaming, in my opinion. It's one-dimensional. It's an ATM machine. You put your money in, you get your music. They don't do anything for the artist. See, the artists want to communicate with their fans, period. That's what they want. They want to communicate, they want to market themselves, and the streaming services are still saying, we'll put you on our list if you're nice to us or if you like us. That's bullshit. You got to allow them to have your audience and let them breathe, which is what not for philanthropic reasons, but this is what TikTok does. That's what Instagram does. You could somewhat promote yourself. So the streaming services, to me, are minutes away from being obsolete because of that. You can't rub against the artist like that. You just can't. You got to give them what they want. They're driving this. I learned that in 1973. I came from Red Hook, Brooklyn. My dad was a longshoreman. I walked in the studio with John Lennon. I did 3 albums with him, and I got my own apartment. I realized, okay, the rest of my life, I'm going to try to meet, maybe not John Lennon, but people that can do this and with real talent, and my life is going to be okay. All I got to do is not get thrown out of the fucking room.
And who knows, one could argue that perhaps it is the label that would be first to go obsolete, at least before streaming goes away, and it would be artists selling direct to customers after they build a following on social media. And some Drake fans are pissed that he'd put Kendrick and Drake in the same sentence.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Drake and Kendrick in the same sentence? Kendrick isn't top most streamed rappers. Could have mentioned Travis or Ye, but whatever. But hey, remember, Kendrick is under Interscope. So of course, Jimmy Iovine's gonna use him as a primary example, so that way it makes a lot of sense. And I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comments section. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.